In case you missed it, the news reported words from Durk's father have Durk being released on bond. With this being his third attempt, his lawyers made an offer so great the judge can't refuse it.
Just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the release for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice. So he listened to all the evidence, and he's going to give a ruling in the next few days about what his position is for the bond. But we were very pleased at how it turned out. So continue, family, friends, and fans, continue to keep us in your prayers, and we thank you. And inshallah, God willing, this be victorious for us, that we have a good ruling in our favor.
This resulted in tweets of Durk's lawyers. Just submitted the sneakiest bond proposal I've ever seen. We're about to see him released before GTA 6. However, just when everything seemed perfect for Durk, something unsettling suddenly unfolded. With the announcement made, the atmosphere shifted. Instantly, the new Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk and F members has changed this case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal, raising the question, what exactly did Ted tell the feds? Because Ted is also known as FD's brother, the man who was Durk's main hitter. Ted was taken into custody at a convenience store after being caught with a firearm hidden in his pocket.
Really? Dude had it. What about that? A man had it with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
With Ted taken to the police station, he broke down in tears, his face wet as he told officers, "I swear I'll tell y'all about the murders." He was desperate, hoping those words would keep him out of jail, but by then, it was already too late.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
I swear to God, I think I'm gonna it's my son. I think about everything. I swear to God, I think I will tell you, please.
As he sat in his holding cell, Ted was seen crying uncontrollably, begging for a chance to give up the names of murderers he knew, if only it meant he could walk free.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? What you saying, man?
We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright?
We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a buzz of prison. Relax.
Give me No, I'm saying, what you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
With FD being his older brother, reports surfaced of someone carrying D's last name who was exposed as snitching in the court paperwork. At first, many believed it was D himself, but now it's clear the name belongs to Lil Ted. And as the truth came out, even more rumors began to spread, claiming that allegedly, Vonnie was snitching too. But we had Durk's best friend, Bezu, reacted to it during an Instagram live, sending shockwaves through the fans and the streets alike.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the be going on, for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all threw the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on, for real. Some of my kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers, y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
But the story grew even wilder when DJ Academics weighed in, speaking on Vonnie allegedly snitching on Durk.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out his co-defendant OT and Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped the maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
But did you know this actually played in Durk's favor, helping him secure a bond release, as the well-known lawyer Mo revealed?
Lil Durk case, his lawyer Drew Finling not giving up on the application for a bond. Now, they were denied last week by a magistrate judge. In federal court, you have a magistrate judge and a district judge. The district judge is on top of the magistrate judge. So if the magistrate judge denies you, you can ask the district judge to take a look at it. That's what his lawyers are doing here. I think this is a good decision because, quite frankly, in front of the magistrate judge who denied Lil Durk, Drew Finling could have pulled a rabbit out of a hat, and that magistrate judge would have remanded the rabbit. You have to consider the fact, and I hope the district judge will, that this case, as pled several months ago, has been significantly watered down in terms of how it's being pled against Durk, where you used to have an allegation that we, the government, are going to prove to you exactly who he paid the bounty to. Now the government's saying, oh, we're not going to be able to do that.
Mo explained that when the file was submitted, the judge instantly denied Durk because of the severity of his charges. But now it's been revealed that Durk will get another chance at freedom after a judge approved a court hearing to review his third bail request, this time set at $2.7 million, with Durk securing another bond hearing before the main judge. Yes, what took place in his last hearing could be the key to him finally being released.
Update on Lil Durk. He had his bond hearing today. He looked good. He looked like he was in good spirits. No crazy weight gain or anything like that. He looked good. The judge was on the same vibes she was on last time, which is that, wait, they're saying murder for hire. They're saying you put bounties up. They're saying you ordered. They're saying I'm saying that's going to be no bond. There's basically no argument you can make to this judge in a murder for hire case to get a bond. Is that the prosecution's case has taken two major hits. One, the prosecution has had to abandon their allegation that he rapped and celebrated about this murder, that he put these lyrics out talking about, oh yeah, I got you. You out here screaming, no, no, crying in the street. Prosecution had to back away from that allegation. It was proven false. They need that allegation.
What may ultimately lead to his release is the prosecutors themselves breaking down and tearing apart the very evidence they once used against him.
The allegation they backed away from, which is huge. It shows the weakening of the case. Previously, the prosecution had alleged that Durk paid the bounty through one of his co-defendants, and they named the co-defendant. Now they've backed off that allegation. They're not actually saying that Durk paid the bounty through the co-defendant or anyone else. And the fact that they're not saying that suggests that previously they thought they were going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy. And now they know we're not going to be able to prove that he paid the bounty through this guy.
As he explained, the case is crumbling for the prosecutors. They can no longer use Durk's lyrics against him, and his lawyer has gone as far as calling the charges a complete joke.
The case is as follows. So there was an indictment that did not name him, right? It named others, and then there was an unindicted person. And then 3 weeks later, that indictment was what's called the first superseding indictment, and it does name him. The indictment was identical, except the unnamed person now became Durk Banks. And this is the really important part, Act. The second indictment, what's called the first superseding indictment, only had one new fact. It had one new fact, and that was it alleged that there was a video by Durk that celebrated and monetized this.
Because of all this, Durk's lawyer Drew made it clear they plan to go the distance. Yet with the new charges in play, many believe it could be a risky move, especially after academics asked if Durk might consider a plea deal. Drew's response was firm. No, we're going all the way.
You know, likelihood of a plea. I think a lot of people have seen like this seems like it's a do or die thing. This is kind of like it's going to be like a 1 or 0 type of situation. You're either are or you're not. Is Durk, from your understanding, or you as a lawyer right now, as his criminal attorney, are you open to possible conversations about plea deals? Are you thinking, no, we're going all the way? Would you entertain it, just entertain it, because that's your job to listen to it and maybe present it to Durk, or that's just off the table?
It's a conspiracy commitment case. It's an all or nothing case, and he did not participate in a conspiracy to commit. And so there is no alternative. It's a life sentence, potential life sentence. So this case is going to go to 12 people.
But the reason they're determined to go all the way comes down to one thing. His lawyers are holding a First Amendment rights argument in their back pocket.
It's a First Amendment argument here, right? That this violates the First Amendment. Can you talk about that?
Right, for sure. I mean, I'm expressing myself. I can say the things that I want to say in a rap record or any kind of record. And you could go back and there's country records and there are pop records and there are R&B records that talk about all kinds of things. It's just that there's this notion that with hip hop, quote, glorifying violence, that suddenly now we're going to use these things to prosecute them. But does that mean that the free speech, the First Amendment has gone away? No, absolutely not. He can absolutely rap about what he wants to rap about, and that doesn't mean just because the story is...
Things are looking good for Durk, as lawyers online predict he could be released from jail in the same way Young Thug was.
We've seen it happen quite a bit. I don't know that I'd say it's been persuasive. I think the biggest example we'd look at is Young Thug. Down in Atlanta. They took a lot of his lyrics, and even though technically speaking, ultimately they got a conviction, he actually walked out on time served. Most of the people that were prosecuted didn't end up being convicted, and I don't think anybody would call that prosecution a successful prosecution. And so, you've got freedom of speech issues. Does it mean that just because I'm saying something in a rap song, and it typically is a rap song, does that mean that I actually did something? And this is an extra interesting twist here because Lil Durk's attorney is saying, well, this song was actually released months.
But the lawyer also pointed out that the prosecutors don't even understand rap culture at all.
And I'll go out on a limb and say that sometimes prosecutors don't necessarily understand hip hop culture. It's almost like a text without context. So you got to really understand the time, the place, the audience. Sometimes they might speak in ways that seem direct to somebody that's outside of the culture, but doesn't necessarily, but can mean several things to someone inside the culture. So it would certainly be a flub, big time, right? But it wouldn't be the first time that such a thing has happened where somebody looking through the window, particularly of hip hop culture, doesn't understand what's being said other than their desired use of it.
However, when you look deeper into the evidence still standing against Durk, it turns frightening. One update that many have forgotten about states: over 230 gigs of digital evidence, which includes audio recordings, video surveillance, and 20,000 pages of reports are currently being processed for discovery, as Jam is said to be the one responsible for supplying them with the evidence. A court update reveals the feds believe Durk paid to get these two people dealt with. Number 1, Stephen Mack, the one who got Durk's brother, D-Thang. And second, Jam's own baby mama passed away after Durk discovered he had been wearing a wire around him. Feds think Jam is the key to putting Durk in jail for all 3 crimes. It was during this Instagram live that Durk noticed Jam was wearing a wire. Jam could be seen clutching the top of his jacket, quietly whispering into it.
Hey, Gabe!
Give me that.
Check on your man, learn you got his head.
Ain't gonna lie, man.
Hey, when I was growing up, I
don't have a day architect.
Don't have a day. Schools has something.
However, months before his arrest, Durk had already sensed that Jam was acting strange. It was later announced Durk has been playing 3D chess this entire time. He knew Jam was going to cooperate.
I see shit from a mile away.
I don't think people realize that.
I can have a conversation with you for 5 seconds and know your is gonna cooperate.
Durk revealed more in an interview, explaining that he stopped allowing anyone to come to his house.
Nobody's ever allowed to my house. It be my best friend never been to my house.
For real?
I promise.
Your best friend?
Promise. Like, it's people like that I just don't allow around my girl and my kids. Cause it's like, I'm just a different type. I'm not the, we're gonna have family night at Durk house tonight. It's the,
everybody at Durk's crib.
Yeah, we gotta, everybody getting watched. We gotta watch everybody. Hey, they go too close to them kids. You know what to do. Like, that's how I play. Like, I don't play
Remember, Jam is the same man Durk once gifted 50 grand to just a couple of years ago.
What's his name, bro? Steady crying, huh?
He's steady crying. Feed him. Feed him.
Get in the milk, bro. Get in the milk so big mama get the trigger, bro.
You see that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby. That's really how y'all hold y'all babies, ain't it? I gotta hold my money like this. It's too much. Crazy though. Motherfuckers sitting up there doing all this. Sneak this and the internet games and all this. Up some money. Do something. Like, we winning, bro. I can do whatever it is I want to do, I can do it. Just buy what I want, do what I want. Y'all can't do that, bro.
Bro got out what?
You know
How many you did all?
And the years I did it now?
Yeah. That's your last bit. 12?
12.
That boy popped out 12 years.
Yeah.
So much money. We really just get in order to just figure out the lanes, man, boy.
The feds began investigating the people seen in the background of that Instagram live and discovered they were the same. Ones who went jewelry shopping with King Von before he passed. And they were also the same people later arrested for the Lil Peb murder.
Solitary stone.
We just look at him, man.
Let's go over there. Boss, you good? My boy. Let's go.
They got real in here, man, because he just stepped in. The money man stepped in.
But with this, they are now trying to pin the passing of Stefan Mack on Durk as well. Prosecutors pointed to an Instagram story Durk posted just 30 minutes after Stefan Mack's death, which read, "For dang," followed by his Instagram live the very next day.
You can't see other shit, boy. What? Tweak on them folks. Hey, somebody always said, slap car. Somebody always said, slap car.
But this isn't the only alleged snitch working against Durk. A news report stated prosecutors delayed Durk's chance of being released on bond to gather last-minute evidence against him for the next hearing. Chatter of a new snitch is going around the courtroom, which is most likely tied to the arrest of Brick Baby. Just last week it was announced. Big U, Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and others all arrested in a Rollin' 60s gang takedown as lawyers shared online that they believe Brick Baby will snitch on Durk. The timings of both arrests make lawyers believe the feds will force Brick Baby to give everything up on Durk. The feds had originally targeted Durk for murder for hire, linking it back to Brick Baby. This came after Brick Baby 3 years ago called out Durk saying, "You can't say Durk never slid for King Von because he got Lil Pab." Brick Baby later reacted to that old interview when Durk was arrested.
But was this an attempted hit or
Well, they can't say that no more.
Then they put you.
Why?
Like, who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Federal charges in California.
Nah, because Lil Pab.
So this is about the...
Oh! What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
But did you know Brick Baby also revealed something even more shocking? The feds presented evidence showing that he claimed he would have handed over Quando Rondo's location if Durk had asked, proving his loyalty, according to Brick Baby.
Then it's people like, you lined up somebody from your hood. Like, listen, I didn't. But at the end of the day, what's wrong with giving my friend the address? Oh, this is my boy. He lost his boy. Who did it could be around. 9 times out of 10, had he had asked me, I probably would have been coke if he even asked anybody, if this is even true. But 9 times out of 10, like I said, can I leak a bar?
Sure.
I said if he make the call right now, I'd up it.
Right.
Feds now have him in lockup and plan to press charges to pressure him into snitching on Durk. But here's the twist. Charleston White revealed that he's the one responsible for Brick Baby being locked up by the feds.
I'm the one that put the feds on Brick Baby. I keep telling y'all niggas think I be playing. When Brick Baby went to Houston and was playing on the internet and put that $10,000 stack on his head, and indirectly said, hey, I got some money on Charleston head. And he continued to act like he was pursuing me. I made a federal report. First, I called Houston and made the report to Houston, but I did this through my law enforcement friend. So, not only that, we filed a report with the feds in LA, along with the LA County Police. I swear to God.
Especially since Charleston White isn't exactly Durk's biggest fan either.
This is a real victory. Now that demonic force was a dark force. It was a dark energy. I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. So this is a victory for law-abiding Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
But did you know that just as Durk was about to be released from jail, his wife, India Royale, was reportedly caught cheating? Tweets claimed that Durk's baby mama, India, was seen at a party with her hand on another man's leg, with footage shared by one of her friends. Screenshots soon confirmed what happened, and India ended up responding the very next morning.
Family, do we know you? Yeah, you a grown man. Do y'all remember when men used to like lay concrete, change tires, go to war? Now these niggas on the internet gossiping all day. Like, what's happening?
This went viral online. 6699 and DJ Academics both shared their opinions on the situation.
Alright, so you want to bet 10,000 right now that hold on,
Durk,
hold on.
told about some other shit.
We talking about India?
She's a good girl. She's
You met her?
I haven't met her. But
So why you saying she a good girl? Like,
because I hear the drama about everybody's relationship, and I know any rapper who could say something about me and they got a public girl, I could tell you who your girl off when she was mad at you. Like, I know all of that. I've never heard no dirt about her. Just to keep it a beat. Never heard nothing about her, period.
all right, but she gonna be faithful to the trial.
Yes.
Anything after that?
I mean, you never know how it goes. I mean, if somebody, how does it go if somebody's, again, I'm not wishing upon him, but if you get life, like, how'd that go with your girl? She's supposed to be faithful or no?